Yeah, just bring it. Wait. Connect it to the other one. This will have it over here. That's fine. I'm just trying not to clock the table. With all the prayer. All right. First of all, I have to apologize to everybody present. For some reason, I don't feel too well. My mind is like fogged up. So if I usually have problem making sense, today you're up for a treat. All right, Lekutei Moharan, Torah Vav. Basically, he says, "Vayom Hashem el Moshe kral Yeshua." Hashem said to Moshe, "The time is come for you to die. Summon Yeshua and present yourself in the tent of meeting, and I will point you." And he says, in translations like this, each person is required to minimize his own kavod and maximize the honor of the omnipresent one. And for anyone who pursues honor does not attain kavod Elokim, is Hashem's glory, but kavod Malachim, which is the glory of kings, of which he said, but the glory of kings is an investigated matter. They're going for elections here. So everybody that wants to be elected, everybody immediately gets up and say, "Who the heck are you?" Yeah. Everybody inquires about him, to see if he's deserving such an honor. Like, who is he and what is he that he's afforded such honor? And then they oppose him and say, he's not deserved this kavod. They just wait for him to become a melech, immediately to say, "Look at this bum. Can you believe this?" I mean, how did they ever get voted? They got voted because they said, "Yes, we can." Wow, it's incredible. So, I want to be the manager of the bank. What's your resume? Yes, we can. Bakasha, go ahead, be the manager. I want to fix the airplanes. I want to fix airplanes. Something's wrong with the motor. I want to be the one who comes and fixes. You got any education? Yes, we can. All right, go ahead, fix the engine. Like for the biggest job in the world, to get the biggest shtis. And then they become, and they said, "Look at him. He's a bum. He's like the worst. Why'd you vote for him?" Because he said he'll change. Wow. We have to change. What do you have to change? It doesn't matter. But it's time for a change. A change for what? But it's time for a change. Change for what? Yes, we can. Wow. You twisted my arm. This is it. The whole thing is just, it's a gelächter, it's a laughter. It's like a satire. I mean, it would be really funny if it wasn't so sad, right? Anyhow. This is Kvod Malachim. Anybody who runs after kavod, that's what he gets. And the opposite. It says, however, a person flees from glory, minimizing his own glory, and maximizes the kavod HaMakom, he attains Kvod Elokim. The kavod that he has is a divine honor. Then people don't investigate whether he's deserving of this glory or not, because he himself doesn't say he deserves it. So what's to argue? For him, it is said the glory of Hashem is a concealed matter. For it is forbidden to inquire into this type of glory. Okay. Then the second matter, he said, it is impossible to attain the Kavod Elokim except by means of tshuva. The essence of tshuva is when a person hears himself being insulted and remains quiet. And later on, the Rebbe says that the Ikar tshuva is that in Mesak Shemayim Shama Totzir Shali Neko. If I shall, escalate to the heavens, there you are. If I should descend to the depths of Sheol, of hell, there you are.
Here I am.
Here I am. No, there you are. Hineka. This is by far the most important attribute that a person needs, the most important skill that the person needs to acquire in Avodas Hashem if he has even a hope of succeeding. There are far easier ways to serve a Kodesh Baruch Hu than to be a breastfeeder. Much easier ways. You want to be a Jew? Want to go through this lifetime easy? Breastfeeding is not for you. It's not for you. Want to be a rabbi? Have a nice coat. With 2 buttons in the back, everybody knows that they're Talmid Chacham. You can have a round hat, or with a knetch, with it, and you can have a nice beard. You can be a Talmid Chacham. You can sit and learn Torah, Naskashas, and everyone, and you'll have a very nice life. Your wife will be very happy with you. Rebbetzin, she's chubadik. Breslev, is when you decide that you actually want to go to the hospital and go for a very thorough checkup. Take care of everything. So the first thing that they do, they shtoch you with needles. You go to the hospital, they says, okay, we want to make a checkup. What's the first thing they do? Let's do a blood test, right? The first thing they shtoch you. First of all, they stab you. Then we'll talk. We'll see what will happen. We'll shtoch you, no, then we'll talk. And we'll see, maybe we should stab you again.
You take your blood.
Yeah, you take your blood, it's like, we'll take your blood, then we'll see, Okay, once they take your blood, he says, well, all right, now we have to run x-rays. We have to see what's wrong with you inside. You know that there's something wrong with you, but we have to see. So, first of all, we do x-rays. Then we do sonograms. And then we do CAT scans, just to find every single thing that's wrong with you. Inject some kind of dye in your blood, will run through your blood, and do some kind of... This is okay. This and this and this is wrong. You have to go through an operation. You go to an operation, we'll put you to sleep. You don't know what the heck is going on with you. Something is happening and you wake up in pain, you're screaming, and says, that's good for you. Yeah, you went through an operation, it's good. From now on, Somebody once asked me, why does being a Breslover entailed so much trials and tribulations and ups and downs, and it's because you're really going through your tikkun. You're really going through your tikkun. You're really being, you're having a very, very thorough checkup. And every single thing is looked into, looked over. You're being taken care of. It hurts. No, what can you do? You want to be healthy. You want to get rid of. This is the tikkun hashalom. Tikkun hashalom means there's no glossing over any. This is it. This world is really just a corridor. This is all it is. Finish. You finish this and you go. But obviously not all times. You're not in pain all the time. You're not, it's like good times, bad times, this, that, whatever. But there's one thing that the Rebbe has taught us that is the most important attribute, most important skill that the person needs in order to do tshuva, in order to do what he needs to do in this world. And that is to keep his sense of equilibrium. To always know what's going on. To be aware that the up, okay, it's for now. And the down, it's for now. It's for what it is. The up is temporary. It doesn't mean anything because they haven't even started yet. And this is signified in the words in Mesak Shamayim. I'll go all the way up to heavens. I'll be a Mekubal, and I'll be Baal Ruach HaKodesh, and I'll be able to do moifs and everything. Shamata, Kodesh Baruch is still far off. Sham is there, it's still far away. And the opposite, Atzir Sheol. You find yourself in a quagmire. A person can find himself in some really, really, really serious mess in this world. And if you haven't found yourself in a serious mess yet, that means you haven't tried yet. It's not that you haven't tried to be in a mess. It means that you're not really trying, you're not really fighting. So, the minute you start fighting, you really start working at it, you'll be facing dangers, you'll be facing ups and downs, some really, really serious ups and downs. And a person can find himself in a situation that he's absolutely certain that he's going to Gehenna. The Rebbe says there were people, that come to me, that Gehenna was not enough for them before. And the Rebbe made him to a Baal Tshuva. The derech is that the minute I get the impression that I'm stupid or that I'm no good, I go like, okay, well, that's it. Forget about it. The reason why 99% of the people are far from Kodesh Baruch Hu is really because of that. Breslovers are not. What do you want? I'm never going to be Rav Nosson. I'm not going to be the Lubavitcher Rebbe. I'm never going to be, Shmuel Shapiro. I'm not going to be Rav Eliashiv. So why should I bother? It's like I'm never going to become anything. So what? The Taina, obviously, everybody knows that the Taina on me is never going to be why you weren't Rav Eliashiv. The Taina is only going to be why weren't you Aaron Pinchas. That I won't be able to answer. This I won't be able to answer. But the point is that the real reason why, that we fall on these things is because of Eish. What's going to be? I'm not going to be anymore. So so why bother? And this obviously comes from Gaiva. Somebody like me really, had I put my mind to it, should be a Reb Chaim Kanevsky. I'm not going to be Reb Chaim Kanevsky anymore. Forget about the whole thing. This is where it comes from. It comes from Gaiva. And not only this, now I'm starting to be busy. I'm looking at somebody else. He's an Oved Hashem. He's an Oved Hashem. Look who else is an Oved Hashem. Another one. He's not an Oved Hashem. He's a nothing. Why? Because you're nothing. So he also has to be a nothing. So you will be less of a nothing by putting him down. But that's the nature of the beast. This is how we are. Avodas Hashem starts with accepting that I am exactly who I am. Exactly who I am. I'm old, I'm stupid, I'm fraught with Averis, with Bitul Zman, and it's not just the stuff that I did or didn't do. I can't do it. Truth of the matter is, how do you know? Did you really try? Yeah, I tried. Each and every one of us tried every once in a while. You give it a shot, only to end up, with our face in the mud again and again and again and again. What do you want? So this brings us down. The freedom comes when you realize, something. I can learn 5 minutes a day. That's it. And I don't understand when I learn either. And when I daven, I can say maybe 2 brachas with Havana. Then the Yisrael says, yeah, you just said 2 brachas, you don't say anymore. I can't say anymore. I can't say anymore. There's a mountain of things I cannot do. And I will never be able to do. It's okay. So the Yetzirah comes in and says, yeah, but you should have been able to had you done and started and fought, then you would have, never you're a bum because you didn't do it. Forget about it. Forget about it. Right now there's a mountain of things I cannot do. It's okay, it's fine. Because Baruch Hu never makes mistakes. I'm not supposed to be responsible for all the coulda, shoulda, woulda that I did or didn't or shoulda, coulda, whatever it is. Forget about it. This is past. This is done. Where I am right now with this mountain of deficiencies that I have in myself, this is exactly who I am and who I'm supposed to be. So, let's see now. What am I going to do with this? Something? I'm going to take this big mountain. I'm going to chisel out. I'm going to carve out a little piece, a little tear. I'm going to. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say a shayotzar, word for word. Word for word. I'm going to say a shayotzar. Wow. Yes. Wow is right. I'm going to wake up in the morning. I'm going to sit in my bed. After I wash my hands, after whatever it is, I'm going to sit in my bed. And I'm going to say Al Natilas Yadayim, word for word. And think about what I'm saying. And I'm going to say Asher Yotzar, word for word for word. and then the Lekutei Neshama, and go on, and then I'm going to say Birkas HaTorah. That's it. Afterwards I go to show, my mind is them. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I took a diamond out of the mountain. What do they do in Africa in the mines for diamonds? What they do? They grind up a whole mountain for a little stone, right? That's what I need to do. From this mountain of everything that I cannot do and I never will be able to do. And the other says, what are you talking about? Every bum can do all these things with half his mind tied behind his back just to make it fair. Just to make the competition fair. And you cannot do this. That's what I can do. It's marvelous. This is who I am. I don't have to be anybody else. Then comes a time when a person can be attacked with a tsunami of Yetzer Hara that he falls into, he falters. That's a virus. Okay, you done? Now you get up. What do you mean? But look what I did. Okay, well, so what? You're supposed to continue. You did it, okay. Now get up and move off. Move over. I told David about this Meiser with the Blazer Bella that years ago he went to the Soviet Union and he had I think he had somebody else's passport before. He didn't look like him. And he went in Sofia Park with Talson film and making his bed. It's the middle of the day. He didn't have visa, nothing. So somebody saw him, whatever told the police, they came, they arrested him. Without a passport, without a visa, without anything. They took him, they put him in the police station, in a room, and they left the room. So he got up and he also left the room. Nobody chased him. How could he leave the room? Why not? If they locked the door, so you can't go out. They didn't lock the door, why should you stay there? It was a gzera, he's supposed to be arrested and put in the room. Who says he's supposed to remain in the room? Gzera mishamayim, you had to fall there, you had to do the Savera. Yeah, but it's an awful... Yeah, okay, fine. You did it. Who says you're supposed to stay there? Let's go from it. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. Sefer HaMidah says there's an union that a person is being pushed mishamayim into an avera mamash. It doesn't give me any rishus chas to do averas. But I'm already there. I did it. What can I do? So get up. But then I feel it coming again. Oh, I feel it coming again. I feel that, that warm bath coming up, up to my nose, and I'm gonna drown one more time again. And I can't believe it, and there's nothing I can do. Well, I don't know if there's nothing I can do. Something. I won't do it now. I'll probably do it later, maybe, but now I won't do it. Never be able to chap today and not to do it today. If I manage not to do it today, that's fantastic. That is avodas Hashem. Tomorrow you're going to do it. Tomorrow is tomorrow. I know it's tomorrow. I'll get to tomorrow. I'll say tomorrow. I'll say maybe not now. But if I'll say to myself that I'll never do it again, I will fall right now. Because I know I won't be able to do it. I know I won't be able to withstand it. So why bother? Why bother fighting? I says, no, I know I'm going to fall. I know I'm going to fall. Listen, I know. But now, I won't do it now. This moment, I will not do it. And the answer comes to me, man, I'm just what you want. I'm your door to happiness. I'm like, the sweetest thing ever happened to you. Okay, in an hour, in 2 hours. Not right now. Right now, no. Lift up your eyes, Kodesh Baruch Hu, do me a favor. Not now. Help me, not now. And suddenly, you go once, you go twice, suddenly you see that the pull is not as bad as it was before. Avodas Hashem is this agility to keep your equilibrium wherever you are. If you fell, don't fall more. If you already fell, okay, so now let's go on. A person can find himself after, a whole session of doing things that he should not have done. And it's like a vicious cycle. I do it, and then I feel awful. And I can't look at I don't. First of all, I don't want to talk to Kodesh Baruch Hu. I'm too embarrassed. So that's first thing. But even if I do, I come, no. What now? What now? I already did it 2,000 times. 2,000 times I came to you and I told you no. Can't believe I did it again. I will never be able to get out of it until I start to come to Kodesh Baruch Hu. Something, listen. We both know where I am. I may be the worst thing since Hitler. I don't know. But let's leave it aside for a minute. This is why. How do I get out of this? Let's just leave the Gewalt and the boo, the han, the who, the he. Let's just put it aside for a minute. How do I get out of this? Tactically, strategically, how do I get out of this? What's the next step? Again, don't lose the equilibrium. I always used to say, there was a basketball player called Jordan that he could hit the basket even if he was falling down, I don't know, totally to the side and behind his back, and he would throw the ball and the ball would go into the basket. What's the chokhmah? What's the chokhmah? The guy had an innate feel to where he is at all times vis-a-vis the constant of where the basket is. It was upside down, it's just like that. He had a sense to let him know where he is in relation to the straight. Then he had the talent to throw the ball should hit it. I might be upside down, with my feet in the air, my head down to the ground, pointing away from the basket, away from the emes. Okay? But I know this is where the emes is, and this is where I am. All right? And what am I doing? I'm throwing. I'm trying to hit the ball. I'm trying to hit the basket. I'm calling to Hashem. Hashem, this is the way I am. Help me from where I am now. Baruch Hashem, we have the tzaddik. B'koach tzaddik, everything will be corrected. Everything will be rectified. There's no need to worry. The main thing is not to lose your head. Not when things are tough. And not when things are, suddenly you become Mr. Big. You have a lot of money, you have a lot of this. Just remember, this is what it is. This is the side of Avodas Hashem. This is the secret of being matzliach or whatever it is that you do. Because you really have no idea of the value of these diamonds that you pull out from the confusion, from the rubble of averis and machshavas and complexes and emotional problems and physical problems and predicaments, and then you go and you pull out this diamond of Yishuv Adas. You remembered Sak Shamayim Shamato Tzir Shol Ineko. It doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter if you're smart or not. It doesn't matter if you're tzaddik or you're Rasha. It's a blank slate right now. You know, it's interesting that the alcoholics, you know, they have a saying. It says that they want the serenity to accept the things that they can't change. Then the courage to change the things that they can, the seichel to know the difference, which is which. It's a wonderful prayer. Wonderful. There's even a shtickle of Ruach HaKodesh Kiviyachol that goes into this, that the first thing is to accept the things you cannot change. Because Al Pisechel, he said, give me seichel, should know what I can change, what I cannot. Give me the courage to change that which I can, and then, whatever is left, just accept it. No, it does not start that. It does not start. It starts with accepting that which I cannot change. The first thing I cannot change is the now, the here and now. I am who I am. I did what I did. I still need to do what I need to do. I can what I can, and I cannot what I cannot. And I'll tell you something. Maybe a lot of the things that I think that I cannot do, I will be able to do. Maybe. But right now, if I think that I cannot do it, that effectively means I can't do it. It doesn't matter whether, in a pure world, in a world of Shekul Tov, that the emes is clear, I could do it. It doesn't matter. If I think I can't do it, L'maisa I can't do it. Like they tie an elephant, with a string to stick in the ground. He thinks he can't move, so he can't move. Okay, starting Ma'ariv. Other said to be continuing with Hashem a different time.